call. Been, uh, you can share what your day was or whatever. Had a really rough day today. Yeah.
I put the link in the chat, Elsina, right?
All right. Yeah. Taken a note of it. I'll just go through,
Thanks.
just find out, and do the best I can. All right.
That'll be awesome. Thanks a lot.
Hello.
We can. You can unmute me, Elson. Oh, Rishabh. Hi, Rishabh.
Hi, Alison. It's Ojas.
Hey, Ojas. Hello. How are you?
I'm
Hey,
good. How are you?
I saw a lot of good work happening on your team channel. Actually, I wanted to know. You can share what you have been doing. I think you already have a little bit of experience on ManyChat, right?
Yeah, actually, this will be around my 100 bot. So,
Wow. I think then you should take the live. Yeah. It's nice.
not really. But yeah.
So, what are you
I was
guys
just
doing
like,
right now? What is your
right.
brand? And
So, we
I
have
thought
already.
you're going to Dialogflow and all, right? Google Dialogflow.
Yeah, I did go through that, but that's something which will take a long time. So, we are not approaching that anymore. We
So,
are
you're doing
trying.
the intent matching and entity and all that?
Yeah, we try to do that. And what we are
Entity.
planning for now is that we create a bot on ManyChat first, because we've also
Mm-hmm.
got the premium for free right now. So we'll just create one on ManyChat today itself. It will be done by tomorrow. And then, because we have 2 extra days, we'll try to implement it on Chatfuel first, because Chatfuel also has an AI option which is better than the Google one. So
Right.
we are going to, and we are thinking of trying it on Win.ai as well. Like, these are two
Okay.
which I found the best in AI. So then we are going to, because I just wanted to approach AI, because I never created a proper full on AI bot. So we just wanted to approach the AI segment of it, but we realized that we have to put in a lot of responses and a lot of text in it. So
And what is your product? What is your brand?
it's Gamaland, the store that we created. It's basically board games.
Okay. And which all segments are you approaching?
So
The life
we
cycle.
so we have basically approached, like, what I understood from the live session that you took as well was that the barrier of the segment, like the new subscriber, the cart abandonment, the barrier was only till Facebook ads, and it's not in the bot, because we cannot target somebody particularly and send him to a particular message in the bot. We have to
Yeah.
send
Yeah.
him to the start.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what we are planning to do is that we create questions which let the bot understand itself if which segment does the person lie in, and we are only doing the 3 segments: new customer, existing customer. Like, we are not getting into the major deep segments, because
Okay. Okay.
it's particularly the same conversation for all. Because for a browser abandonment and cart abandonment, we are still going to show products, because the bot can not show off the website. So what we are trying to do is that we'll ask them questions according to that and just try to find out if they are an existing customer or if they are a new customer, what stage are they in, and then we take the conversation further from there.
Okay. Okay. And any other features that you guys are exploring?
So right now we are exploring the buy button on ManyChat. That's
Okay.
one which we didn't explore in that 24-hour space. We did not go for the buy button. I just created a listing of products instead of the buy button. So we are going to do that. And yeah, I like ManyChat doesn't have. Yeah, ManyChat is pretty simple. So all the features that it has, we have already implemented that. Because what I think we had an advantage, because uh, till the point that you explained in the live stream, the first bot that we created in that 24-hour period was very similar to that,
Right. Right.
because we already created a voice for the brand. We already created major questions. So we are just building it from there.
Right. Right. Even I've seen like the interface has also changed a lot. Like they've taken up keywords and
Yeah,
all of that and integrated all of that also into the flows. Yeah.
true. The only problem that we are having is that you taught everyone in the flow builder, and I'm used to the normal builder. So we are having problems with that.
Oh, okay. 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 Anything, whichever works for you guys. The flow builder is more visual, so it's easier to
Yeah.
learn. Yeah.
But what I found is that I've just got used to the basic builder, so it's just a habit.
Yep. Yep. All right, guys.
No,
Can you all shout to Abhinav and ask him where he was? I was chatting with him like 2 minutes before the call. I don't know.
I just had a question, Nelson.
Hanji. Yeah, tell me.
So we are approaching three brand voices. We are not creating one. What we are trying to do is we are creating a Gamma Lord,
Right.
a Gamma God basically. He is like the ruler of our place, Gamma Land, and then he redirects you to either of our other two gods, which will be Gamma Boy and Gamma Girl.
Interesting. Okay. Yep.
If you want information, if you want to really buy something, if you want proper a real bot, then you go for the Gamma Girl. If you just want to chill, if you just want to chat, if you just want to have fun, then you go for the Gamma Guy. So that's the approach that we are taking for
Gamma guy. Okay. You're going to segment it as Gamma God and then Gamma guy and Gamma girl.
Yeah, Gamma Boy and Gamma Girl.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you could also do that. Like that's especially like useful in brands. Where you can easily segment in the first step, like how ASOS and all does it. As soon as like they get the whole for example, they do shopping, so you can easily segment it. Men go to one, women go to one. Okay, Abhinav's here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I just put myself in.
All right. Hi, Abhinav. Hello, sir. Hello, boss.
Hi guys, what's happening? Just a minute, 1 minute. It's okay. Just try to speak. थोड़ा सा धीरे.
Elson, by the time can I finish my question?
Just a second. Yeah, Moses. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, so I was getting to your point only. So what we have is we have like we have five categories, and then three are the major categories in the store. So should we create a divide? For example, as you said that girls go to Gamma Girl, boys go to Gamma Boy, but we don't have a gender store, but we have a categorization store by age and by by interest.
That's what I was going to say. Since yours is like a board game model, it doesn't really make sense to categorize on a gender basis. But so you don't really need to do that. It depends on the use case, So the gender-based model is very useful if you're talking about shopping, clothing, and lifestyle things like that. For yours, it's more of an age-wise thing, For certain age groups, you can show them, Catan and complicated Monopoly or something. Where smaller games, you would work with something similar, smaller, and things like that. So on yours, I think you're going on the right direction. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, people? How do we structure this live stream? Do we have a raise of hand sort of mechanism? Whoever wants to chat can raise their hand in the chat box, and they can unmute themselves, and then we can chat. Does that work for you? Say yes, because I need to know. Okay, perfect. Cool. How to raise hand? There's a Parth just showed you. Cool. Elson, do you want to be the...
Okay, am I audible?
Yeah,
yes,
Parth, go on.
What's up, Parth?
Hello, am I audible, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, Parth, go on, Parth.
Okay, so I had a question regarding segmentation, Abhinav. Yeah.
Okay.
So with the quiz, do we have to segment the customers in their life cycle, like if they have abandoned the cart and stuff, or do we have to get their info?
Okay.
Like
exactly, the former. Let me elucidate upon this one so that it makes sense for others as well. Give me a nice color. We'll go with blue. We'll go with this one. So the thing is, segmentation doesn't only just happen in the live stream, right? It happens on the forefront. Whenever you are running an ad or whenever you're taking a campaign to a cold audience, there are so many things. There is psycho. there is psychographic segmentation, and there is demographic segmentation. This is what you got to figure out. This is what goes into market research, right? If you do a market research for any brand, these are the two things that you'll figure out. So segment your audience based on these factors. Psychographics is more interest based or actually persona based. Persona based, यहाँ पे, I mean, in Facebook's terminology, you would be able to target people based on what do they read, what kind of blogs do they consume, what kind of brands do they have an affinity for, what kind of political parties do they support, what social influencers they follow. Demographic is again age, sex, and what else, location. So this kind of stuff happens on the front end. This kind of stuff happens on the front end. Okay, so we will draw. This is our front end stuff. Segmentation. And then back end or middle end. Let's just name it back end. Back end may it's these things change into behavioral. What else? Behavioral ho gaya. What else? I'm forgetting something. Behavioral is whatever activity they have on the website. What else? There's some other factors.
And things like that.
No. Behavioral segmentation. Something else, dude. Something else. But you get my point. Behavioral happens, based on what have they've done on your website. So this is basically event based. What kind of events they've triggered. And something else, dude. I'm forgetting the word, but you get my point. So I think in your bot, you got to do this at the front end, and on the back end is where your life cycle and all of that comes. And I don't think you can do much, at this stage with your bot, unless you have any examples to, differ.
Yeah. So technicalities wise, should we create a different flow for each segment, right? On the back end stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool. Can we have Rajesh? Hey, Rajesh. Rajesh, can you
Yeah, Abhinav, yeah. Can you hear me?
loud and clear?
Okay, so I was making this bot, so I came across this blog by Mobile Monkey, which says that Facebook Messenger came up with a lot of restrictions and this 24-hour rule that came up, and it reduced the factors also.
I'll tell you.
cannot send them
You
out.
did
I was really
understand?
confused about that, yeah.
You didn't understand what it was about?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So it says that it reactivates it again and again, the 24-hour rule, but I cannot get how do we reactivate that. And like,
Okay, so basically, see, there are what do you do with a messenger bot? I don't know how this is relevant to this assignment, but like to cover the scope of messenger bots. Wow. Okay. This is what a messenger bot kind of looks like. Sorry, this is what messenger looks like. To have someone now to, okay, there is this concept of people building their email lists. Okay, and email list mein kya hota hai? You give something to someone, like the traditional ways is you give a free ebook and take an email ID from the person, and then once you have the email ID, you can keep dripping them emails, right? This is what you can do, because email is a very it's a very rudimentary form of thing. As long as you have somebody's email, you can drop them a message. However, in Messenger, they've tried to replicate the same mechanism. This fetching an email is replaced by someone having to subscribe to your bot. Okay, how does this subscription happen? Either they message your bot first. I mean, they initiate a chat. Second is they click on an ad. Third is so there is also a way to subscribe to a bot where you can you can earmark a specific post, and anyone who comments on that post is counted as a subscriber. So comment, and third, in my opinion, is a specific link. Remember if you guys managed to be on the waiting list for Meta, the beta launch, there you guys clicked on a button and that opened the messenger bot for you. So that button had the hyperlink behind it. That link is so there are specific links that you can create via Mobile Monkey. So these are the 4 ways of subscribing to a bot. Okay, now what happens is I cannot, I mean, I can, some ways are less commitment. I mean, what do you say? Are signify less commitment than others. If you message someone, then it's great. Then it's super high commitment. Now, okay, I'm not 100% sure about what I'm saying, but this is my understanding of it. If things have changed, I don't know. But I think if a prospect starts a conversation with your bot, that is by messaging it first, that shows a decent commitment. This is what Ojas did today, I think, with eBay's bot. He went ahead and started a conversation with them, right, by saying hi. However, the other things, let's say comment or link, especially this one, these are low commitment because you don't know where you're headed when you're clicking on a link. So on the lower commitment lower commitment subscription options, what Facebook has is Facebook has a 24-hour limit, or in some cases it's 7-day limit. Like if you've had 7 days of inactivity, I don't know if it's 24 hours of inactivity, but if you've had 7 days of inactivity, then that person is out of your subscription list. Then you cannot send. Now there are multiple kind of messages that you can send to your people. One is an update. Notification. Second is promos. When someone is on your list, as in someone gives you their email IDs, Google tries to segment the emails that come from these email marketers, right? Google also has 2 tabs apart from primary. There is one promo, and there is update. So similarly, there is update and there is promo that you can send via your thing. Promos you cannot send after once your this thing has gotten inactive. You have to, I think there is a way to kind of pay for these promo based messages. Notification updates, however, you can send, but I think Facebook has some mechanism to see if you're misusing the update as a promo message. I mean, you could be disguising your promo as an update, but Facebook, I think, has some sort of checks. I don't know if they do it by crawling the text or something, but there are ways. This is what I understand out of it. I hope we were talking about the same thing.
So basically, this is like an additional money making mechanism for Facebook. Like you wanna send a promo, you pay money.
And also, dude, Facebook business is to preserve user experience, right? They can't become yet another Gmail. Then you'll stop using Messenger, then we'll have a mass Messenger boycott. So Facebook has to include some rules and regulations to preserve the user experience and reduce the spam and whatnot. Get my point, buddy.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, cool. Who's next?
Ojas.
Okay. Hi, Ojas. What's happening?
Yes,
sir.
So what I wanted to ask was that in what I've seen in bots is that I've used in past as well, that you cannot just redirect. For example, I'm running an ad, which is a cart abandonment ad on Facebook. If I redirect them to a send message bot, it will still go to the start, right? I cannot redirect them directly to the stage where it talks to people who are coming.
You can. You have to use that certain link. Okay. The problem is I don't have much hands-on experience with ManyChat, experience with Mobile Monkey. ManyChat, I think Elson's got more experience, but still, tools don't matter as much as strategies. So there is a way to do that. There is a way to activate. I think your problem is I might have 4 flows. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is something I've created for win back people. This is something I've created for abandoned cart or add to cart people. This is something I've created for people who purchase, and this is something I've created for new subscribers. How do I trigger which flow when, right? This can be on Mobile Monkey. This can be done by the link. Like you can use a separate link to activate each flow. I don't know how to do it on ManyChat, but this is definitely possible. In Mobile Monkey, it's possible via link. And also via the
the Facebook ad itself. You'll be targeting. You can target them through the Facebook ad. So the same, like or the referral URL, all of that you can do it. Only thing
for
you'll have to
refinement
set up
purpose,
different
you can do it via link because you're not running ad. But I think on Facebook, when you're running an ad, you can choose which sequence to. I mean, which of these 4 flows to activate. Sorry, Elson, you were saying something.
You know what audience it is. Once you get, like, for example, with the analytics tools, you'll get the audience. And then you'll have those audiences, and then you'll have to target them accordingly.
No, so targeting them is fine. But when I target them and they click on the send message button on my
which
ad,
sequence to play, right?
Like,
I know, I understand.
What I understood was that they will go directly to the main bot. They will do the hi, hello thing, the greetings and all that.
No.
Okay.
There are ways to activate a specific sequence.
I did dig out ManyChat, but there's not an option in ManyChat to do that.
There should be, dude. I wonder why there wouldn't be. Should we just try Googling right now? ManyChat. How do I phrase this query? ManyChat segmentation flow.
Ayman and Rishabh are already.
Dude, there has to be a way. Can we take this offline? Elson, can you check this out and see how to do this?
So Rishabh and Ayman say that there is, so I'll talk to them either if I can't find it.
Okay, cool, awesome. Cool. Who do we have next? So Ayman, how about Rishabh and Ayman? Why don't you guys do this on this thing on one of the public forums on Discord? Why don't you tell everyone this thing? Meanwhile, we can chat with Ishan Kashyap. Do you want to unmute yourself?
Hi, Abhinav.
Hi, buddy. What's happening?
All good. Like, I had this question. Like, now what we did is, like, we created 9 different flows, and we are confused. Like, how do we integrate this flow? Do we integrate all in one, or would we integrate with messenger ads, or how we go about implementing?
I'm okay with going through separate flows. That's totally cool. What you can do is like we'll structure the submission in a way. You usually submit PDFs, right? So maybe on that PDF you can write, okay, flow use case 1, flow 1, use case 2, flow 2. So that's how you can.
But when we like implement it in real case, like how would we implement? Do we integrate with ads of that segment basically, or like how do we integrate the whole customer journey flow?
So okay, 2 ways to go about it. Let me select all, clear. Okay, deselect. Just a minute. What just happened, dude? What's happening? Okay. One way is obviously ads.
Okay.
Because why ads mein hota kya hai? You can via ads manager, what you can do is you can choose the targeting, right? You can choose who to show. You can choose in targeting you can choose purchasers or add to carters or abandoned carters or new people or you can do all of that, and you can show them a specific sequence. Okay. Sequence N. Second way is in all of these softwares you can segment. Now this wouldn't so in these softwares you wouldn't be able to directly segment unless there is a way okay, this is something where I need your help, guys, the community, as in the guys who are on the live stream. Is there a way to integrate or is there an integration between Facebook audiences. I mean, if I've created a custom Facebook audience,
there's a way. So you technically can create a Facebook ads with the platform.
no, indeed, that's there.
Using ManyChat.
What I'm saying is, so Facebook audiences are based out of Pixel, right? Facebook audiences are based out of Pixel. That's how you can track people who've purchased or people who added to cart or people who are new subscribers. However,
but how
I
do
want to
we
understand.
let ManyChat know this?
That's something I'm asking the rest of the people. Is there a way?
Yeah.
Is there an integration between Facebook audiences and ManyChat? If that is there, then you can do this. If that is not there, what you can do is you can use. There are different softwares. ManyChat mein nahi kar paoge aap. I'll tell you what softwares are there. There is Octane. AI. And there is so many Shopify cart plugins. There is a way. I think these guys have integrations with the with Facebook audiences. These guys can track who has been a purchaser, who's been what. So you can do it via this, but I don't think you can do it via ManyChat. So second thing is you wouldn't be able to target. You wouldn't be able to target.
Sorry to interrupt, but ManyChat gives you an option to directly run ads from the so
there's a lot of echo. Somebody, whose is it? Ishan, dude, there's a lot of background noise on your end. Can we mute yourself for? Can we mute you for a bit? Yeah. Who's the person?
I was saying that in ManyChat there's an option to create directly ads from the platform itself. Like you select your ad account, you select your campaign, you select your ad set, and then you create the ad. So there is the call to action where you add like the message page button, and then you can map your bot with that.
That is the same thing, right? You are running. That is, I mean, you do it via ManyChat or you do it via Facebook. You're running ads to these segments. Yeah. I was talking about something else. I was talking about once you have subscribers. Sorry?
I'll just share the doc. There's something known as ManyChat Pixel. So you can input that up the SDK on your website, on your own website. And then you can actually track whether this person has gone to the payment success page or which button he's clicked. And I've just shared it on the docs, on the chat discussion.
Indeed, guys, that is okay. But that again is an ads way of doing things. What I'm trying to understand is fibers, okay? There are people who visit my website. There'll be 100K people who visit my website. And however, on my Messenger bot, I only have 10K subscribers. This is a very realistic, real world scenario. I'll always have more visitors than I have subscribers for it, right? My web visitors will be greater than my emailing list. You'll see similar numbers always. Yeah, in such a
found a video on YouTube that basically says what you're trying to say. So that might work. I'm not sure, but maybe. I've sent the link on chat.
What I'm trying to say?
That Facebook audience is linked to ManyChat.
Okay, cool, great. Cool. Okay, to sum it up, what I was talking about is once you have 10K subscribers, there has to be a sub-segmentation that happens in these 10K subscribers. As in, out of these 10K subscribers, if there are 100 people of these activities, then you should be able to reach out to these guys and be like, okay, guys, take a 20% off and finish the order right now. Don't be on abandoned cart. Don't hold back. You guys got my point? Say yes, because I need to know.
Abhinav, I had one more question.
Yes, Ishan.
The date that Evan shared regarding the sequence thing there, that's one slide that he have shown the sequencing done after card abandonment, right? So can we do the sequencing for browse abandonment also, and like can we integrate?
Yes, yeah. So that can happen. That can happen like this. Here, if you put a messenger bot, and this also happened on, if you've seen the cold emailing ebook, I think those guys are also, Reply is also using a messenger bot. So what happens is when I do there is an exit intent pop-up, right? Exit intent pop-up may, instead of asking for my email ID, why don't you ask for a messenger opt-in? And that's why if I've been captured by an exit intent pop-up, I've been captured as a person who's abandoned browsing. So that way I'm a browse abandonment guy. These guys have stopped using messenger bot. I don't know what they're using. What are these guys using? Is it intercom or is it drift? I don't know. What is this though? Are never mind. Cool. These guys used to use this thing once upon a time, messenger bots.
Okay, so like we can create sequence for other segments as well, right?
Yes, sir. You just need to understand where to capture that person and how to capture that person. Browse abandonment, the way to capture these guys is through an exit intent pop-up or through a chat here.
Okay.
Though. But you can have a messenger bot also placed here. Maybe Mobile Monkey has it. Let's check. What do these guys have? These guys are also using intercom. Okay, never mind. But yeah, just find where to, what do you say, plot your or cast your net.
Okay.
Who do we have now? We have Abhishek Jaiswal. Abhishek Jaiswal.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Abhishek? Buddy, you hear anymore? Abhishek Jaiswal, can you hear me? I think he's dropped off. Can we move to Sunam then? Sunam, are you here? Sunam.
I'm here. Abhinav. Hello.
Yes, Sunam, we can hear you.
Yeah, Abhinav, I was just wanted to clear something. Like we are making the chatbots for. Is it targeted to Facebook ads only, or like if somebody is browsing through your website through any somehow through Google search, suppose by Google search it found the website and it's going through the website and the chatbot is there and they are interacting with the chatbot. So are we planning to structure the quizzes according to someone who is going through the website without any marketing ads, or just we're planning to make it through if somebody has seen our ads and gone to the website?
Just a second, Sunam. I just want to interrupt you. Abhinav has just dropped off the call. He'll join back in 5 minutes. Just a second. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What were you saying? Just go on.
Yeah. What I was saying is, if somebody has Googled the website, suppose the website that we have made in our assignment, that somebody has come through the website by Google search, and she is browsing the website, and now suppose we had made a quiz. So the quiz, the question for the quiz, is it supposed to be targeted if somebody has have come to the website by a normal search, or it has to be segmented as somebody has gone through ads in Facebook, have clicked on the button, gone to the chatbot?
No. So generally, if you're putting up an e-commerce store, a lot of people, what they do is, so there are different types. These are all different types of quizzes are called lead generation, things where the idea is I want to get the contact. I want to get that guy's contact number so that I can retarget them. So, for example, if you want to set up a lead generation quiz, you can put it up on your website. There are these tools, called CleverTab, MoEngage, and things like that. On these, you can set up these lead generation, and it'll come up like a pop-up.
Yes.
Then your ConvertFull, etc. So they have a pop-up will come up, and then here you do whatever, you can fill in the quiz, etc. And your email gets collected. Same like how earlier on it used to be the ebooks.
Yes.
And they would be like, give me your email ID instead. Now, if you want to do this, and what we're doing in Messenger bots is basically that is just a way for the that's how you would target on Facebook Messenger. It's not exactly on your website.
Yeah, so that's where our team was confused in. Was it like it is supposed to be targeted to the website or just the messenger?
This is basically someone they get the Facebook ad, and then over there you have like a call to action which says send to Messenger, etc. And then this person goes to Messenger. Here he gets qualified, and then you will redirect him to say the landing page on your website.
Okay, so the Facebook Messenger thing, if somebody is shown a segment where it's for one audience, or a awareness such as a brand awareness ad on that ad, and it lands on the Messenger bot.
Yeah,
has to have all the information regarding the website, right? So it's not specific to like browse content or any other.
Yeah, that is more like a cold audience.
Yeah, cold audience.
Yeah.
So cold audience.
Yeah, go on.
Cold audience. It has to be the messages has to be like an introduction to the company, an introduction to the products that we have.
Yeah, that is what we said. No, the welcome series. The welcome series is like the introduction, where the person comes, then you say, "Hi, this is this." You talk a little bit about the brand. Then you can have like a conversational quiz. That person can, where you can qualify. You can basically find out who that person is.
Yes.
Then you can show him some of your offers, your best offers and things like that. So this is like a completely new audience.
Okay. So there are other things that the events, life cycle events that we have for the warm audience and the hot audience. So those events that we have, the flow is a little bit different. So the quiz that we have, it's for is different, and the other messages that we have and the other flows that we have for the events have to be made separate, right?
Yeah. So I think you're getting confused between conversations and conversational quiz.
Yes.
So a flow would have a lot of conversations where you ask questions and things like that. What we meant by a conversational quiz is just a lead generation tool. So that's when you just go through the deck. There's this go to the slide which shows welcome series, and in that there are like multiple options. So one is you can go and shop now. One is find out the best offers, and then one they have written take a quiz. So that is your conversational quiz, things like that, and this is separate.
So for our website, we have a store where we have different bamboo products, handicraft products. Those are mostly home decor, furniture, daily utilities, travel kits, those kind of things. So it's not any. The products are not gender specific or I can say like age specific. So is there how do you suppose like a quiz work on this?
Exactly what the product is: home decor,
then furnitures, then travel kits, and daily utilities, all made out of handicraft products. Handicraft.
Sunam, I'm talking to Sunam, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you had a brick and mortar store. This is your store's name. Okay, someone walks into the store, and you are you're an attendee or a receptionist or whatever, say a sales rep. What are the kind of questions you'll ask this person?
What like I would ask for the catalog, of course.
Not you. Why would you ask for the catalog? I'm saying you are the sales rep.
Okay.
What will you have? Don't have a Kirana like store. Have a Van Heusen shop. I walk into a Van Heusen showroom, I don't have to, go ask bhaiya kitne rupe ka hai. Depends me.
Okay.
So what are the questions you're going to be asking? How may I help you? Or something. Is this what you're looking for? What is the occasion? I mean, if I don't know, I'm just giving you an analogy because I don't know the business. I don't know the specifics in your business, but I'm giving you a way to think about it. Let's say you have a proper showroom at, in a place like, Connaught Place in Delhi or in Bangalore, in a posh street, and someone walks into your store. What is the kind of experience you're going to offer them? And that experience you kind of replicate in via chatbot.
I mean, I'll give you an example. For example, you said it's like furniture. Who would you think uses a rocking chair? Or who would you think needs a study table? Who would you think needs an office table? I mean, this is not necessarily required, but I mean, because it's not really required. But if you're asking how to categorize or what is the use of demographics in your brand, that you could explore, or who would need a laptop stand and things like that. But yeah, it's not necessarily required in your case. But if you want to take that up, the thing is, there are some places where these demographics play a lot of importance. In a kid store, your age is extremely important. Are you buying it for, especially if they have age-wise, they're for kids, they're for adults. For a clothing example, right? If you're going to somewhere like a Max or something, there are things that are there for kids. There are things that so here demographics is very important. Your gender, age, and all. Not all. It's not. It depends on your use case. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I found out is like the quiz can help out when it's a very niche store and you have a limited set of products. Maybe that then it might help with the quiz thing, I think. Maybe for very gender specific things, like if you're a female or a male thing, then you can have quizzes because for quizzes you can't have very long conversations. I think that's.
See, the quizzes can also be like psychographic. It can, if you're showing furniture, you can ask, do you like black wood or do you like the white wood? So to kind of understand what kind of colors is like, what is their budget range. So you don't have to ask them what is your salary. You can ask you what is your budget.
Okay, so then I have to find out the like for hours. So then I have to find out like which that particular person is interested in furniture.
Yeah, you're basically you're replicating the sorting and filtering feature that you have in your website. When you guys did your CX audit, you had, we are trying to tell them exactly which product would be best for them.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just a minute. Landbot.io. I came across this company about. I think it's a company based out of Spain, if I'm not wrong. Where do I check? I wouldn't know. But these guys, these guys designed. These guys came up with a chatbot builder. Not on Messenger, but these guys wanted to replace landing pages with. The entire landing page will basically become a Typeform. I mean, a much more sophisticated version of Typeform, where you're pressing buttons and that's how you're navigating the thing. Let me see if. Let's go over one of these things. Because, dude, landing pages, you could understand that have a very, 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 not very, but a good crossover purpose. Let's check out here. My phone is released with Qbert. Cool. My phone. Cool. I'm just giving you guys so that you get more of a sense of what you can do and in real world scenario. Check out Landbot and their blogs and all. I'm sure they've put some nice. This Qbert is based on Landbot. You can very likely build something similar, Messenger. Let's just check Qbert out. I don't know what it does, but let's check it out. Hello there, I'm Qbert, a bot that can tell you what your device is worth and then offer you a cash payment. Remember, I only offer cash on working and unlocked devices. What kind of device are you selling? I'm selling a smartphone. What brand is your smartphone? It's an Apple. iPhone X. T. Fake information, to be honest. Okay, nice, dude. But yeah, you get the sense. The guys who've gotten their hands dirty with Messenger bot know that they can build something similar, on Messenger. Let's check out another example. Home Genius uses a simple virtual assistant chatbot that goes by the name Milo. Funky web designer's assistant. Okay, nice. What else? Make heat simple. Bulk pot. Energy quote made clean and simple. Yeah, you can offer quotes, dude. I mean, if you work in a business where getting a quote is the way to go about things, where you don't have a direct purchase, and this is what happens in all of these services business. You don't just you don't just put a call to action and be like, pay $1,000 and then hire me. You do a back and forth, or you do request a quote of sorts. Website redesign, just like this. This is a service based startup, and I was just exiting. This guy. Okay, check this out. I was going to exit. They popped up an exit intent pop up, and when I would click on this, I'll land into. I mean, I would have subscribed through their bot. So this is a perfect trigger to trigger a bot abandonment. Sorry, a browser abandonment sequence. Anyway, let's just play with this for a bit. Hey, is it time to revamp your whole website? I transform websites into lead gen marketing systems. How are you doing today? I've had better days. Okay. Hang out, guys. I'm gonna just drop this on Discord or here. Elson left. Oh my god, why did Elson leave? Now we have Zahid. Zahid, do you want to chat? You want to unmute yourself?
Enough. So this might not be entirely relevant to my chatbot because we don't have so we're doing like a yoga studio kind of a thing. But I'm curious about the cart abandonment flow where say you have a couple of products in your cart and you never bought it, right? So that's what the cart abandonment thing is. So how do you approach that customer without sounding creepy? Like, hey, we saw that you left some products in the cart, but you never bought it. So like.
A great way to find ideas for your sequence, not the exact sequence, but ideas for your sequence. Okay, get inspired, avoid this creep factor with language. Like you can check all of this out when you search for cart abandonment email sequences, you'll find so many. ActiveCampaign is a very trustworthy source. Understand the angles that they're going with. Do they have any? Okay, let's check out a few. Show your product, make your copy shiny, use reviews and social proof. Yeah, why don't you use social proof? Social proof is a great way of going about things. If you've noticed someone's dropped something, scenarios, okay, either that the person has actually left a shampoo in his cart, then you can go with a testimonial and be like, okay, Rekha used the shampoo and grew her hair by 10x. I mean, that's stupid, but you get the sense. Or you can talk about the brand and be like, we are.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Please stop talking.
Abhinav. I think we're all facing connection issues. I also just dropped off. What was he talking about?
He was talking about cart abandonment, and he was saying that like
What is the question basically?
my question was, how do you approach the cart abandonment problem and have a flow like just particularly around cart abandonment, but then you don't sound creepy like, hey, you dropped a couple of products that you could have bought. Like, how do you not be so direct? Because if I was in that place where
Okay, makes sense. So here's some of the ways you can do. One, we can ask them, did you forget something? Okay, so here the angle that we're using is, was it accidental? Did you forget something? Another angle that you can use is, hey, did we mention we're giving 15% off?
Right.
Okay, did we mention a 15% off? Another third thing can be, was there any problem? Why did the payment fail? Was there any problem with the website or something? If there's anything, why don't you contact us? All these places, at the end of the day, these are all abandoned cart, and you're taking them. You're just getting them to not look anywhere else. We're incentivizing them or nudging them with offers, and or we're like, end of the day, we're getting them back on.
Right.
So these are some ways you can use, and obviously you need to explore this. So these are some examples where clever ways to go about. Yeah.
And we can only like the cart abandonment thing only works if that person somehow comes back to Facebook from that page.
Why would that be?
Like, how else would he get the chat message?
Which chat was that? So cart abandonment, you can track cart abandonment anywhere, no? I don't get it. Why they only Facebook?
You have to integrate that with the bot.
Okay, you're talking about the bot. Yeah. So here you would do the segmentation would be separately done. There are multiple ways you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Guys, I lost the chat conversation. I actually had a small issue, so I just joined back. The last messages that I can see is Abhinav join again, social proof of cart abandonment, and a hand. Yeah. Okay, cool. Ojas, did I miss? Is there anybody else before this who we didn't take on the call?
Elson, that would be me.
Okay, Arjun. Yeah, sorry, Arjun. Yeah, come on.
So yeah, I had a question regarding the welcome sequence.
Arjun, can you be a little louder?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. So I had a question regarding the welcome sequence, where in your deck you had mentioned about the welcome sequence. Like you drip the customers after cart abandonment, right?
In the welcome series?
Yeah, the welcome series. The can I share my screen?
Yeah. Go on.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, man. Go on.
Yeah. So over here you had mentioned welcome series 1, 2, 3, right?
Wait, I can only see your Google page. I can only see your. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Facebook, yeah, go on. I got it.
Yeah.
It loaded.
So over here you had mentioned welcome series 1, 2, 3. That is after cart abandonment, right? So do we how do we implement this in like real time? Do we place them after conversational abandonment, browse and cart, or do we do it after only cart, like after the purchase is done?
Okay, you can do it after all the stages. So this is not a full-fledged diagram. You can do it after all of the stages. Yeah.
So like if we had to implement this in real time, how exactly do we do it? Like I get the concept behind the welcome series. You drip them after like a certain period of time, but like do you attach this integrate this flow with the other flows too, or is this like a complete?
It's not necessary that you always need to integrate it with all the flows. Here the idea was to just show you all of them in one picture. You're welcome. This is not necessarily the exact order that you need to follow.
Okay. So welcome series, the flow will be a different flow. So they'll keep getting drips of the welcome series
anywhere, in
from
fact,
that?
you can show drip emails at any of these stages.
Okay.
It doesn't make I mean, after conversation abandonment also you can have your welcome series. After browse abandonment also you can have it. So it's not necessary. Yeah, Abhinav, I can hear you. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
I mean, if we put welcome series after each, it becomes very cluttered. So that's why we did it like this. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next is Ojas. Say Ojas first.
Yeah, so Elson, what I am not able to understand is the approach that we need to take. If we divide it into 9 flows for all different segments, walks up to our Facebook page and clicks on send message and just sends a hi, then which flow do they see? Like, will having
They will
multiple-
go. It is all. It has to be integrated. See, the ideal use case is there would be multiple Facebook ads targeting the particular audiences. Our goal in this assignment is not that, right? We don't want you to set up ads and spend on that. So that's why, but we want you to get the experience of writing for different stages. Just understand that much. So don't look at it on how I would present it on this assignment. See why we approach this way. There were 2 use cases. One, we didn't want you to all spend on ads right now. But we also wanted all of you to go through each of those 9 segments. This is as simple as I can put it. So we want you to ideally create separate 9 flows. Okay. Create the second. We want you to explore all of the parts of the software. And we want you to get the entire life cycle experience. In the ideal use case, there are so many other nuances that you can put in. You will be mixing it up with push notifications, emails, things like that. So we just wanted you to get that experience of working with different stages in the customer lifecycle without having to invest in your ads right now. So whatever is feasible in terms of setting it up on ManyChat, do it. If there are problems, if there are roadblocks that you feel are complicated, or the whole sequence becomes really, the whole flow becomes extremely complicated, leave it at that. Show them as separate flows, because in the real world, that's how you'll be approaching this.
Okay, so we don't have to think implementation with the chat.
You need to connect all of them. We just need you to see how you would what would be your like I said, if it's an abandoned cart, I would ask questions like, hey, did you forget something? Hey, did we mention this off? But for a new subscriber, I'm not going to throw a discount offer in the start, right?
Yeah.
This is basically the reason why we needed to have different segments, so that you understand how to converse and what would be your pitch, what would be your copy, how would you tweak it, where would you incentivize with coupons, where would you incentivize with offers, things like that.
And we don't give a proper introduction of what the bot is and what the website is.
That you can do when you're doing the lead gen. That's a good way where you can start off. So for welcome, the original welcome, you can do that.
Okay, so we can create an extra flow as the welcome main bot flow for someone who's boxing.
Yeah, so in that flow, that would be a cold flow for a cold audience, where you say, hi, I am this, and here is our top selling products. Here is our monsoon offer. Here are some of the things. How about you put on how about you do this quiz, and maybe we can recommend something if you're new to it. So that's ideal. So the lead gen and the conversational quiz becomes ideal for your cold audience. Cool?
Got it. Thank you.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Ayman, yeah. Ayman, you want to hop on?
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. I have a very basic question. So, so what's the best way to get someone to subscribe to your messenger bot?
Good. I'm joining via my phone because there's a lot of fluctuation with my PC.
Cool.
But anyway, if you can, if you are on a PC, go check out Convertful. Convertful has 100 ideas around, how you can go about.
Got it. They have a blog.
Remember, I don't know if you were there on last live stream. I showed you how Snapdeal uses a similar mechanism to get the person first purchase by giving
the wheel. Yeah.
Cool. Stuff like that.
So a good thing you bought Convertful up. So I have a question, right? So this exit intent pop-up, it's really cool. So like in the website it shows right now, they have a messenger subscription button below it, right? Usually you have like an email button, like give me your email and your name so we can like drip you there. So in that website they chose to go with messenger instead of email, right? So if you have a choice between to go with email and Messenger to drip somebody, an audience, what would you pick?
I would pick Messenger. So you'll have to look at it. I mean, when you're making a decision, it has to be, it has to answer these two things. Because when you're going to pick Messenger, you're obviously going to lose out on a few people who don't have Messenger.
Yeah.
But people who you get via Messenger are the people who you can get good open rates with.
High intent.
Yes. Can't say high intent, but more visibility. I mean, you're less likely to be ignored.
Got it.
Like, I might get 100 emails. I mean, if I had an email thingy, I might get 100 emails, which I might not, because, typing an email is so old-fashioned. Instead of clicking clicking a button and signing up on Messenger, I feel that that's easier. Still, if I, got 100 emails, I might only get 10 people to, open my emails or, pay exclusive or focus attention to my emails. Whereas in Messenger, it's still uncrowded, and you get decent opens, and if you get your copyright and if you use enough emojis and stickers and gifs, engaging the person.
Yeah. Also, like, see, guys, Ayman, there's one more thing that you can do. On an email, it becomes, on a Messenger bot, you can, like on ManyChat, you can ask for a custom field on the Pro feature.
Okay.
So if you have seen that, I can ask you, give me your email ID. You type in your email ID, now I have both.
Yes, yeah. That's
right.
cool.
So that's one way. Another way, I think you already brought this up once. Why would not try both? A/B test it.
Got it.
Right? And why limit yourself to one option? See if it works. And it also depends on a lot of things, like what kind of a brand you are. Because the kind of audience that you look, if it's a professional thing, all of these nuances also play. But the reason why Abhinav was saying is because it's a lot more versatile. And it's a lot more out there. It's like, it just pops. It's like a notification. When you send email, it gets cluttered with so much of sponsorships and things like that. And majority of the people, I mean, you look at a subject line and you know whether or not I need to open it. There's a subject line, I'll just probably reply. I won't even open it. Right? And it can go to spam and things like that. So these are the other things. So they are not exactly apples and apples. They're apples and, I mean, you can't make that comparison.
Got it. So I just want to get some clarity here. I think Otis already brought this up in the previous question he asked you. He said that why are we building sequences for abandonment, card abandonment if we're not going to run ads, right? So basically the point here is to know to write the copy, and it's not going to be linked to a sequence. It's not going to be linked to the main bot, is it? It's just
you create multiple flows. Like I mentioned, it's the point of this exercise is three things. One, a lot of people are not necessarily exposed to messenger bots, but it's one of the happening things. A lot of people say it's really it's the future of e-commerce and things like that. See, in the real use case, these are also turning out to be kind of old. AI is coming in, Sephora, Lenskart, all these guys, they pretty much recognize your face and they will suggest things. So those are other things that are happening. But here, the three aim that we had was, one, we wanted to introduce you to messenger bots. We wanted to show you that the conversational style is different than what you probably put on a Facebook ad or an email. It's slightly more chatty, it's slightly more conversational, it's very much more responsive and immediate and simple. So we wanted you to get exposed to that. And three, we wanted you to get integrated it to the different life cycle stages, because each of those stages require different type of messaging. And we wanted to see what your approach would be. How you would, in the end, we still want them, the ideal goal is the same, but they're all entering at different stages. And now how you will take that conversation up.
Got it.
Don't worry too much about the technicalities. This is the final thing, because like I said, even ManyChat they're upgrading so many things that a lot of the interface, if you have actually used ManyChat in the past, it's all changed. They're trying to bring everything onto flows. So they are also changing. So even if you've gone through the ManyChat videos, a lot of you might have felt like, this is in a different place. The interface, they've mentioned something like here, why is that not working? What is rules? They have not really explained all of that. So those things also, they're trying to integrate everything there. Right?
Got it. Awesome. I think that answers my question. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, okay. Awesome, dude. Abhinav will take the next one. I think Abhinav's facing some internet connection. All right, guys. Next, I think is Rishabh. Hey, Rishabh. Or am I facing the internet connection? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, great. Thank God. Okay. Yeah, Rishabh, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hi, Rishabh.
Not me.
Clear.
Yeah, actually, it's not related to the brand. I was asking just the thing that the thing between bots and mails, which maybe like bots can be the future. So, what can be bought for a personal person, like for a personal bot? Like if I want to make a personal bot, or if some marketer or anyone who wants to make a personal bot, what can be that uphand for a bot which I'm making personal and sending as a cold email? Like if I'm sending some cold emails to a client, so what's better, like a cold email to a client, like email, or just or on in his personal bot, which where I can like talk and ask, like have some conversation.
You're talking about these client websites.
No, not websites, like sending cold emails. Like in emails, I may or may not get a response, but in if a conversation bot is there, there will be some response about what I'm trying to say.
Elsin, we can't hear you. Hello, Elsin, you are muted. Please unmute yourself.
My bad. Okay. No, I'm asking you, how will you get access? One, how will you get access to that person's conversation bot? How will you get access to his Facebook? Or you're telling, hello?
Yeah, I'm telling in the Facebook, like if then like if he implemented the bot in his messenger and I'm messaging
If he implemented,
messaging
right?
him. Yeah.
If he implemented, yeah, I mean, that's a great way, no? Like, okay, you're saying how you reach out to a client. This is slightly controversial. You know, like if you can get access to his WhatsApp, I mean, it's like you're basically asking where
The
he is
future
most
bots in
usable.
a personal brand.
Using your bots for your personal brand, yeah, that's important because you obviously you'll have like a personal portfolio website. On that, you can set up another. So those bots are different from your e-commerce bots. They're more like your, like I think on Avalon also they have one. It's called Drift. They have a Drift bot, and I think Abhinav pops up, right? So something like that. If you're doing your own personal brand, also, you show your portfolio, and you can come in there, and the bot can pop up, and you'll be like, "Hey, how can I help you?" And then you can get that person query. Rishabh, I can't hear you.
That's the thing I was asking. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So that one way I would go about it. A lot of people do that. They have their website, the portfolio website. I think Drift is free. So set up Drift. So those become landing page bots. And those are different from your Facebook Messenger bots because it doesn't really make sense to connect them to your Facebook Messenger. So rather, I would just do it directly on the landing page.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay, wait. Who's next? Rishabh is done. That's pretty much it. Kinda upgrade replacement. Yeah. Yeah, the questions again. Anji. Yeah.
This is Tsunami.
Hi, Sunam. Yeah, go on.
I just wanted to ask if somebody signs into the messenger and this starts chatting. They in the back end, the company already has their email address, right?
Why? Not necessarily.
Okay. So, like if you're accessing the messenger through, you have to sign in. So through Facebook, right? So Facebook either has the email address or the phone number to sign in. So does the company has the?
No, Facebook won't give you access to that email just like that. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, somebody say something.
Abhinav, your voice is a little muffled.
I just said it's not going to give to you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think there are no more hands. Is there anyone who wants to come on and maybe show off, tell about what your bot is? That would be great. Unless you guys have any other questions, or should we wrap it up? Oh wait, Ojas wants to ask again. Oh yeah, Ojas, go on. Come, if you want to ask again.
So this is not related to the
I think we'll
assignment.
call it today.
Okay, I think after Ojas we'll finish it off.
Should I go on?
Yeah, I think Abhinav's. Yeah, go on. Yes.
Wind up. Yeah. So, Elson, actually, this is not related to the assignment, but you guys send a lot of emails, I guess. So, I actually just created a business email ID and I'm sending mails, but all of them are landing into promotion.
Yep. That happens. There are a lot of reasons. Even a lot of your mails can get clipped and things like that. And one other reason is because so this is more like a Google Postmaster question. If you've heard of Google Postmaster, they flag certain things. So that happens. Okay, I think Abhinav's dropping off. Okay. Yeah, just so I'll explain. This is something that you face. So that's why you need to be aware of how many emails that you send on a particular day, and not let Gmail flag it. So keep it at a limit.
So I actually just sent one email to my other account, and that was the first email.
One of the reasons that could be, does that have a reputation? Does your email ID have a reputation of sending in the past a lot of emails like that?
No, that's a completely fresh email ID, and actually there's a tool where it gives you a particular score. I don't remember the name.
Okay,
but
and it's the upload software or something. No, I'm asking like, how was the messaging in it? Did you write something like 30%? I mean, discount offer or something like that?
I tried two mails. One was just test, and that also landed in promotion. And one was just like, "Hello, I am from this company, and these are things wrong with your company, and we can fix this." That was just like that. Both of them landed in promotion.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure of the use case. I can only explain if I know the exact name.
It's
Maybe you can just share a screenshot or something. Yeah.
It's a marketing agency.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have the exact use case to see what exactly triggered that, but this is what I have. These are the experiences that I have had. When we give out offers, when we give out things like that, or generic messages, or any mass blast emails, this generally happens. I mean, recently also when we had to do it for the Meta mentorships, we had to reach out to a lot of people at the same time, give them the payment link and things at the same time. So what happened is this happened. Also, the kind of software that we used also took. So we were using Foxpound, where things were better. Called MoEngage, things ended up landing in promotions. So this is Gmail's way of messing things up. Yeah.
Okay, if I use another server, I think that might fix it then, if Gmail's the one doing it.
No, Gmail will be triggering it. I mean, it depends on what you're triggering. But if you're using a software, obviously do this. Whatever thing you're using, reach out to their support. They are technically responsible for this.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. All right.
And one more thing, Rajat, if you can just message me on Discord, I am not able to understand what you're saying.
Yep.
Thanks, Ilson.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So I think Abhinav also dropped off. It was nice chatting to all of you. So pretty much bye, and the deadline is on, and I hope you guys submit on the same time. All right, guys. Cool. Bye, guys. Bye. Yeah.